Good evening, everybody. It's Dana. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are working on ephemera for Christmas, maybe putting a signature together for our new journal that we did the cover for last night. We're just going to kind of piddle around, probably do several things. So the first thing I want to do is there was one thing that I found that I really wanted to add to the journal cover that we did last night. And I think I want to put some lace on the pocket here. And I found this really pretty lace in my stash. Isn't that pretty? That I thought would look really, really cute on the edge of that pocket. So that's where we're going to start. So I'll just cut this off here. And I think I'm going to go kind of, let's see, do I want to go all the way across or just inside the stitching? I think I want to go all the way across with it. So let's see how much we need here. I think right about here. I think my daughter just got home from work. Is that you, honey? Hi, honey. I'm doing a video. Okay, you go ahead, play Animal Crossing. My daughter just got home from work. She's a hairdresser. Tonight's kind of her late night. Okay, so let's get some Fabri-Tac here. And let's get this lace down. And I got you guys kind of zoomed in a little bit more tonight because I felt you guys would be able to see a little bit better if I zoomed in a little bit more. Okay, so let's run a bead. I'm just going to go kind of right on my stitch line here at the top. And just lay that lace in there, just like that. And then I think I'm going to come back and just kind of go right underneath each one of the tips of the lace here. My daughter was playing Animal Crossing before she left for work this morning. And she was like, I don't want to go to work. I just want to keep playing my game. So it's not surprising that she came home and said, I'm going to play Animal Crossing. Oop, I'm dripping glue. Okay. All right. Get these last few here. This one over here. Get that right on the edge. I think I'm going to do the same thing on the other part here. Is I'm just going to glue the edge all the way down. That way it stays real nice. Okay, we're going to set that aside to dry. And that looks really cute. I think that just finishes off that pocket. So let's put this aside to dry. Probably won't need that again tonight. And let's look at the paper. Okay, so I'm using, for anyone who did not see the video from yesterday, A Very Merry Christmas by Cartabella. This is back from 2017. I got it a couple years ago, and just with my cancer and everything, had not had a chance to use it. I was going to make a mini album out of it, and I even toyed with the idea of making Christmas cards out of it. But I think I want to do a journal, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so here's our cover page. Set that aside. Okay, so we've got a sheet of these little borders, which are super cute. Look at these. These would make really good like side pockets or even just regular pockets at the bottom of a page. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. And it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 pages of cut aparts. So we've got 4x6s here. Those are really cute. I love these because they're all different sizes. Look at that. So we can use them on all kinds of different ephemera pieces, or we can use them as journaling cards. This would be a really sweet tag right here. It's a great size for a tag. Okay, so we've got nice plethora of cut aparts to use. All right, let's see. I want to, if there are 6 good pages to use for journal pages. Whatever journal I'm doing, I like to use whatever kit, paper collection, whatever it is that I'm using. I like to, or even if it's a digital, I like to have around 6 pieces of that collection as pages. And then, so you have room to do other different kinds of pages like ledger and things like that. I don't think this would make a very good page in a journal because the word's going to get cut off. So we'll set this aside. Oh, look at these bells. Those are pretty. Okay, this is a definite yes. So that's 1. Really cute. Reindeer. And then a fir tree, like holly leaves. Okay, so that's a yes. That's 2. Oh, look at the blue. That's really pretty. I love this kit. Holly, that's 3. Okay, this looks like for an Advent, the numbers for like an Advent or a December daily. So that's not going to work as far as a page goes. But some of these little figures here would be nice, like cut aparts. So really cute. We could like cut them apart and use that way. And I really like the back. So, but we're going to put that aside because that will not make a good journaling page. Now, this one would, and I'll tell you why. Because when we fold it in half, but we're going to have to cut it down too. So this would be a maybe. So we have 3 right now. This is super cute. So that would make 4. This is a definite. This would make 5. And this is our sticker sheet. So a lot can be done with the stickers too. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 definite. I'm gonna put the stickers aside. We have 5 pages. So out of these 3 that we put aside, this is a definite no. Now we could use this. We could use this as a journaling page. I mean, there's nothing that says we can't. I think we'd really have to really see how we would cut this one down. Let's see. We would be trimming an inch off of this. And let's see if we trimmed an inch off of it, 5.5, we would get the whole Santa on one page. But if we trim 8.5, trim this down to 8.5, okay, so we would lose this whole part that says Santa's list, but I don't even really think we need that. We'd have Santa all by himself. Okay, so we're gonna use him. We'll use Santa. Okay, let's cut these pages down. We'll start with this one. I'm gonna trim these down to 8.5 by 11. We'll take out the branding strip first. Make sure I'm all in frame for you guys here. Not quite, my trimmer won't fit all the way in. There we go. That'll do. And I'm going to save these because these here can be really good embellishments, like on tags and things like that. Little strips of paper actually come in very useful. Okay, so we're going to trim this down to 8.5. Okay, and we're going to end up taking off the top of his pom-pom. Oh, no, we won't. I'm at the wrong measurement. I was going to say, I thought I looked at that ahead of time. But we do have this cute little piece that says Santa's list here. We might be able to do something with that. Okay, and then we're going to trim this down to 11. Oh, okay, that works. It doesn't leave us with a funky edge. It's just, okay, that's going to look really sweet. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. As I trim paper and fold them and things like that, I can tell you guys kind of what's been going on in my life. It has been quite the ordeal the last couple of weeks. I have 3 dogs, 2 little dogs. I have a poodle mix, and I'm going to take off on this edge. I have a poodle mix and a Chihuahua, who's a fairly big Chihuahua. He's definitely not small. And he's rather gigantic for a Chihuahua, actually. And then my 3rd dog is, he is a boxer mix. He's a boxer mixed with pit bull. And he's the sweetest thing. Well, he's 4, and he attacked my Chihuahua a couple weeks ago, just kind of out of the blue. Okay, let me see how we're going to cut right through this design right here. Let me see if I trim from the other side what we get. Either way, it's going to go through the middle of something, huh? Okay, that's fine. I'll do it from the bottom then. So anyway, he, I don't know if I'm distracted or what, but I keep laying in the wrong measurements here. Okay, and then we'll go 11. I'll just take an inch off the edge. I'll measure it from this side. So anyway, he attacked my Chihuahua. Just out of the blue. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. My Chihuahua had gone outside, and he heard the neighbors in the yard next door. And he ran for the fence. He ran to jump off the patio. And he hurt his foot on the way down. And he made this weird, like, yelping noise. And he hurt himself. And when he made that weird noise, I don't know, something snapped inside of my boxer, and he went for him, and it was actually really scary, and he hurt him pretty badly. And so we have been acquiring quite a few vet bills to get him healed up. He's got some really bad wounds on his hindquarters, and we've been having to take a lot of time just because I'm not willing to get rid of my boxer. I love him to death. He's a sweetie. He's never bitten any person. And I love him to death, and I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of him. So I am going to, once my, I'm going to trim from this side. Once my Chihuahua heals up, I've got, my vet referred me to like some guy who does like dog psychology and training. And we're going to get him involved and see how's the best way to kind of reintroduce them to each other, and just some methods that we can use to kind of keep this from happening, and, you know, be able to kind of foresee it a little bit. And so anyway, we've acquired lots of vet bills, and it has just been kind of, you know, keeping everybody separated and stuff until my Chihuahua can heal a bit. And it actually takes a lot of time to do all of that, and it's a little bit stressful. And I was just super disappointed when that happened. I just, like, he's never done anything like that before, and I couldn't believe it. You know, he's such a good-spirited little guy, and really happy, and loves his people, and I just was stunned, just absolutely stunned. So that's kind of been what's going on with my puppies. Not fun stuff, not at all. Okay. Get the rest of these folded here. And then I have pulled out some things that I have put over here to the side that I think might be good pages in here. And I can't wait to see this side folded. This is going to make a great journaling page. But look at our Santa. Oh, he's perfect. I wish if he was on the other side, I would have made him the top sheet on the signature. Really cute. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Got a couple of blue sheets. Let's see what I would want as the first page. I think I'm going to use these bells. I think they're really pretty. Let's bring in our, I think it looked really pretty up against our little cover here, our inside front cover, if that's what you saw first. I think that's really pretty. So let's use our bells. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. My throat's super, super dry. Okay. So we have like 3 kind of bluish ones and these 2. So let's go blue next. I don't want to use my bells because I've got bells here. And we'll use a more neutral page. Then we'll put Santa here because I think he's gonna look really cute here. And then we'll use our bells. Nope. Because this was a more bluish page, so we'll use this. And what we'll do is we'll use our bells as our inside. We'll use that as the inside of the signature. Okay, so we have those arranged, so let's set these aside. Okay, so let's look at what I've pulled, some things that I've pulled here. I may or may not use any or all of these. I know I'm going to use the coffee dyed paper, so let's get those folded. We know that those are a yes. So we'll get these folded. I've got 3 pieces of that. I need to do another coffee dyeing session is what I need to do, because I am getting very low on coffee dye paper. I have chosen this bag that I want to use, and it's a really big one. So it's oversized. So I am going to cut the edge off of it. Where my scissors go? They're under my trimmer. So this should be close to the length of the page. This was just a bag that I got an Etsy shipment in. I love buying from shops on Etsy. Not only do I absolutely support small businesses because I have one myself, but you know, Etsy sellers just take such pride in their the way they package things and stuff like that. Okay, so this is about the size of a sheet, but it is hanging over some. So I think what I'm going to do is refold this. I'm going to cut off the flap here. And then I'm going to refold it to where the sizes are even. And that should make it fit better. So let's refold this. There we go. Now that should fit much better. Yep. Okay, so we've got coffee dyed sheets. We've got a bag. Oh, here's another coffee dyed sheet. I know that I want to use a couple of different short pages. This is just some Tim Holtz wallpaper. It's not Christmas, but it's green. So I thought we could use this as a short page. I had one Edith Holden page for December. Let's take our trimmer and even up the end here because it's pretty ripped up. So I'm just gonna take the very edge of that off. Okay, and that did not work very well. There we go. Line that up better. So we have an Edith Holden page. I count that as kind of a half page. What else did I pull here? Got ledger paper. I definitely want to use some ledger paper. How far do we want to fold this over? Right about like here. Maybe let's do it with the ledger side out. I like that better. And then we'll fold this in. We'll probably use this as a pocket. Okay, so we have a ledger paper. And I've got some other wallpaper here. Oh, I definitely have a music page. Let's cut this down. I found a page of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer music paper. So I'm going to cut off this edge here that's got the holes in it. We want to go 8.5 on this. Let me take off from the other side. Oh, it is. Once I took that off, it was 8.5. Let's see what we measure at here. I want to be, I can't read my numbers here. I want to be at 11. Sorry if my head is in the camera. We want to be about right here. So let's see if I can fudge this a little bit. Just maybe take off a little bit from this side. See where that puts us, because I definitely don't want to take off any of the title. And it will if I do that. So let me go right up to the title here. And then I will just take off whatever I have to here at the bottom. I think I'll just take off these little hold things right here. Just like that. Okay, that we should be good. So there we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that gives us music paper. Let's see where we're at here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count the bag as 4 because it's a full page. 5, 6. That gives us 12 sheets. Oh, I took out this coloring page because it had bells on it. The other side is just, I'm not sure what that is, but we could do something with that other side. But this looked like Christmas bells to me, so I wanted to use that. So that's 13. This is my very fragile dictionary page with the word Christmas on it, and I don't think I'm going to use this as a page. These were really fragile in the fall books that I did, the fall journals, and so I took it out just so that we could utilize this Christmas definition maybe as an embellishment. So I'm going to set this aside in my little embellishment tray that I have going over here. Okay, so I have just a half page of music that's got Silent Night on it. So I'm going to use that as a half sheet, put this over with our little half sheets over there. I have this little thing here that I'm also going to use as a half sheet. Now this comes from a thing I got at Goodwill. These are called embossed note cards by Avery. Let me show these to you. I found this at Goodwill and green tags were half off. So I got it for like $1.25. And it is all of these envelopes in ivory with all of these laser cut, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And you just tear them apart. They're perforated like this. They're like note cards. And so you just kind of tear them apart and you get like two. Oh, see, I had 2 pages. That's why it wasn't doing it. And then these fold like this. They're already scored for you. And so I got this for like $1.25 and it had all of these envelopes and stuff in it. So I was looking actually to see if I had any Christmas cards in my stash and I didn't. So what I thought we could do is embellish this and put it in the signature instead of a Christmas card. So I've got that. So what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 13. I'm going to utilize this. This is 14. And that leaves me one more spot. I like to use about 15 pages to do our book page between tracing paper. And what I wanted to do was try dyeing my tracing paper red with some red food coloring and see how that turns out, either red or green. I think I'm probably going to do red and see how that turns out. So that'll be our last page that we'll put in there. So I need to cut this down to 8.5 by 11. This is just a big piece of wallpaper that was gifted to me by a viewer with a whole bunch of other wallpaper. And so I think what I want to do with this is let's cut this down to, do I want it to be full size? We could do it full size. Let's cut it down to 8.5 by 11. Save our scraps. And what I thought we could do, because of this back right here, I mean, this is kind of unsightly. What I thought we could do is maybe look at these pages that we're not using and what's on the other side of them. This is really, let's use this one. And what I thought we could do is turn this into a pocket page so that we could use this side and make like a pocket page. So let's start there. So I know that this is 11 across, so we need to go, and I want my stripes going vertically. So let's cut this off at 11. Cut an inch off there. Now, let's see what we want to do here. Because what I was thinking was that we could make diagonal pockets. So we need to figure out, I think what I'm going to do is fold this in half. Let's see the easiest way that we can do this. This Cartabella folds really well, even though I'm not scoring it. Okay, I'm going to cut this strip off so that we're even. So let's cut this off at 8.5, and then we can work from there. Okay, that's easier. Now what I want to do is leave a little space here in the middle, because we're gonna this is gonna be sewn in, the signature. So I don't want to, it's gonna be easier to mark this side. So I don't, let me hold this up so you can see it. Okay, so I don't want to cut my diagonals right to the center. I want to leave a little space on either side of the score line. Just like that. Do you see those marks that I left? That way, if I cut it right to the score line, it's going to make this point really weak. And so we want it to be able to fold into the signature. So I don't want to go right up to the center. Just maybe to about right there. All right, and let's see how tall we want to make this pocket. So I'm thinking if I fold it down, what if we did, oh, so I want to cover this up. All right, so that design starts about right here. Okay, let me pull out my cutter. I'm gonna have to erase that pencil mark. Actually, I'm gonna transfer that pencil mark over to the other side of my paper, because that's where I have my other marks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my pencil mark into my cut line that I made there, and then my pencil line that I made up here, and I'm going to lay those right into the cut line of my cutter. Get those nice and even. There we go. And I'm going to cut through them. We have these cute little scraps, which would actually make really cute corner pockets. We can use these as corner tucks. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. Need to take another drink. to erase that. Okay, so this is what we have. I think that looks really cute, actually. And then we can make some big tags to go in here. Okay, let's ink this up. And then what I think I'm gonna do is sew the pocket on. This Cartabella paper, because I've worked with Cartabella paper before, I don't know if any of you have, but the texture of their paper takes ink so well. I love it. I thought I heard somebody in the kitchen. Turned around behind me and nobody was there. Okay. I think this is going to be cute. Now you see where we've got that kind of flat edge at the top. That's what I was talking about, leaving right there. So now when we fold it to sew it into the journal, there won't be this pointed edge that'll be really weak. Okay, and I'm just gonna ink kind of the top here of this page. Just it's kind of old wallpaper, so it actually already is kind of faded around the edges, but I just want to take some ink to that. Okay. Make sure that I've inked far enough down, and I have. And I'm not too worried about this being real plain. If we want to stencil or stamp on it, we can do that. But once we get like a nice tag in there, it's not going to make much of a difference. And I think for right now, I'm just going to glue it on. And then off camera, I'll stitch it. I don't want to bore you by stitching while we're filming because you guys know that I can't pause it or anything like that. So you'd just be sitting there looking at my blank desk while I sit at my sewing machine. Okay, I got that glue like way off. I want to go just as much on the edge as I can. Okay, do this last edge. Let's get this lined up right on the edge. I think when I'm gonna sew all the way around like this, all the way around. And I actually should have sewn this ahead of time. Oh well, it's too late now. I already have it glued down. But I'm gonna sew a straight stitch kind of all the way around the whole thing. And that'll kind of attach this little top right there when I do that. So that's gonna be our little pocket page in our signature. So we need to finish that up, but let's put our signature together a little bit here. This may be all that we get to tonight. I thought I would get to making some ephemera, but maybe not. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my coffee dyed paper. Since I only have 3 pieces, I'm gonna put one kind of at the front of the signature. And then one toward the middle. I mean, toward the end of the signature, kind of middle of the signature. And then one in like the middle, right here. Okay. have our bag. Let's see where we want to put that. Why don't we put it like right here? Right there. Put our little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right here with the reindeer pulling Santa's sleigh. Put that right there. That'd be cute. Then we have our ledger paper. Let's put that here because we've got green right here. So that'll sit on the other side of our coffee dyed paper, and we've got this little coloring page. Let's put that like right here. And then our pocket page, I think we'll put maybe like, I'm gonna pull this back out because I need to sew it. I think it'll look really pretty by this bag. So it'll kind of be pocket here, pocket here. I think that'll look cute there. And then when we do our text, our book page between tracing paper, we'll find a place for that. So now we have these little half sheets. Let's find places for those, even though I still need to embellish this one. Let's see here. Let's put our Edith Holden page like right here at the beginning. I think that's pretty right there. Maybe against some color. Let's see if we can find some color to put that up next against. I was thinking of our holly. Yeah, right here. That looks pretty. Got some music paper. Oh, this might look good here. Break up the little pattern we've got going here. And then we've got a little bit of a Silent Night here. And we put that right here. All right. So there we have our little signature, which is going to sit just like this. And we're coming along. All right. We do need to find a place for this. Let me check the time and see what we're doing. We're at like 42 minutes, so I don't want to rush making ephemera. So we got our signature put together. Got all our papers cut, signature together. We need to decorate this. And let me take out our pocket page because I need to sew that. And I'll just mark it by keeping the signature out like that. And I need to decorate this. So we need to work on these before they go in the book. And so, okay, I'm going to cut us off here tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll get to make some actual ephemera. You guys have a great night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.